The cryptocurrency market in 2025 continues to be one of the most unpredictable yet lucrative financial spaces, and among the coins that have recently started to capture attention is KGEN Coin. Known as a relatively new entrant into the Altcoin market, KGEN has been making headlines across social media platforms and trading communities due to its unique technology, ambitious roadmap, and volatile price movement. The market is currently divided between two schools of thought, one that believes KGEN is gearing up for a massive bull run, and another that sees it as yet another speculative pump and dump play. To understand the market sentiment and possible direction for KGEN Coin, we must dive deep into its fundamentals, tokenomics, trading data, whale activity, and overall market conditions that are shaping investor decisions. KGEN Coin, short for Krypton Genesis, was initially launched as a blockchain project focusing on next-generation decentralized applications and AI-powered ecosystem development. The project aims to integrate artificial intelligence within blockchain frameworks to improve transaction efficiency, enhance smart contract automation, and enable adaptive governance protocols. The vision behind KGEN is to bridge the gap between AI innovation and decentralized finance DeFi, allowing developers and enterprises to deploy scalable, self-learning systems directly on the blockchain. This ambitious vision immediately attracted a section of the crypto community that's always eager for utility-driven tokens, especially in an era where artificial intelligence has become a hot narrative fueling new market cycles. However, despite its technological promise, the market reality of KGEN Coin has been quite volatile. After its initial listing, the token experienced a massive surge in volume, with early investors pushing the price up by more than 350% within the first week. This sharp rise triggered a wave of FOMO, fear of missing out, as traders speculated that KGEN might become the next AI blue-chip token like Fetch, AI or Singularity. Yet, as history shows, parabolic runs in low-cap coins often face strong corrections, and KGEN was no exception. Within a few weeks, the coin retraced nearly 60% of its peak value, wiping out weak hands and speculators who had entered purely for short-term profits. This correction, while painful for late buyers, was also seen by long-term believers as a healthy reset, preparing the coin for more sustainable growth. When analyzing the KGEN coin market, it's important to evaluate both technical and on-chain data. On the technical side, KGEN has been forming a symmetrical triangle pattern on the daily chart, indicating that the price is consolidating before its next major move. Support levels around 0.410, 16 have held firm several times, suggesting that buyers are defending these zones aggressively. On the resistance side, the coin faces a tough ceiling near 0.08, where sellers have repeatedly taken profits. A confirmed breakout above this range with strong volume could potentially trigger a 1700% rally, bringing KGEN into the spotlight once again. Conversely, a breakdown below key support could lead to another short-term correction, possibly down to 0.10, where long-term investors may look to accumulate. From an on-chain perspective, KGEN has shown mixed signals. Whale wallets, typically defined as holders controlling more than 1% of the circulating supply, have been both accumulating and distributing tokens, suggesting uncertainty about short-term direction. However, the overall number of active wallets and daily transactions on the KGEN network has steadily increased by about 18% month-over-month, which is a positive indicator of growing network adoption. The project's staking mechanism has also been gaining traction, as holders can earn passive income by locking their tokens to support network security. Currently, more than 35% of the total supply is staked, indicating that a significant portion of holders believe in the long-term success of the project and are willing to commit to it. When it comes to market sentiment, KGEN Coin sits at an interesting crossroads. On social media, particularly on X, formerly Twitter, Telegram, and Reddit, discussions about KGEN have spiked over the last month. Many crypto influencers have started mentioning it in their AI-related watchlists, while others caution against its relatively small market cap and high volatility. Sentiment analysis tools that scan community mentions suggest that KGEN's positive sentiment ratio stands around 61%, meaning that the majority of conversations about the coin are optimistic, though not overwhelmingly so. This cautious optimism reflects a maturing investor base that has learned from previous speculative bubbles and is looking for tangible progress in project development before committing fully. The KGEN development team plays a major role in sustaining market confidence. Unlike many meme or short-lived tokens, KGEN's developers have maintained transparency, regularly posting updates about system upgrades, new partnerships, and exchange listings. Their roadmap for the next quarters includes integrating cross-chain compatibility, launching KGEN AI Lab, a decentralized framework for machine learning model deployment, and expanding DeFi utility tools that utilize KGEN as the native gas token. These updates, if delivered on time, could significantly strengthen investor trust and push the token's value higher as adoption grows. However, as with all crypto projects, execution remains the key. Many promising altcoins have failed not because of poor ideas but because of delayed or incomplete implementation. The KGEN team must therefore maintain its momentum to turn investor enthusiasm into long-term confidence. Let's discuss market conditions, which have a massive influence on KGEN's trajectory. As of late 2025, the global crypto market has entered a volatile consolidation phase following the earlier Bitcoin rally. Bitcoin dominance remains around 52%, suggesting that altcoins like KGEN are still struggling to capture liquidity from major institutional flows. However, when Bitcoin stabilizes as analysts predict it might soon, money often rotates into mid-cap and low-cap tokens, triggering the so-called Altcoin season. If that happens, coins like KGEN with solid narratives could outperform. The AI-driven crypto narrative is particularly strong this cycle, with investors chasing any project that blends blockchain with artificial intelligence, data analytics, or automation. This macro trend could serve as a tailwind for KGEN's market price in the coming months. Another factor worth noting is trading volume and exchange availability. Currently, KGEN is listed on several mid-tier exchanges, and the team has hinted at pursuing listings on larger platforms such as KuCoin or Gate.io. A top-tier listing would dramatically increase visibility and liquidity, making it easier for traders to enter and exit positions without major slippage. Increased liquidity usually attracts institutional and algorithmic traders, which can stabilize price action and boost confidence. The daily trading volume for KGEN has fluctuated between 2 million and 12 million, which shows decent activity for a coin of its current market cap. Sustained high volume combined with organic community growth is often the recipe for long-term success in crypto markets. Investors must, however, remain aware of the risks associated with speculative assets like KGEN. Price manipulation, sudden dumps, or overhyped marketing campaigns can all distort market perception. It's not uncommon for whales or coordinated groups to create artificial pumps to attract retail buyers before offloading their holdings. Therefore, potential investors should always check on-chain metrics like wallet distribution, token unlock schedules, and developer wallet activity. Transparency dashboards indicate that the KGEN team's holdings are locked for at least 12 months, reducing immediate rug pull risk, which is reassuring for the community. Yet, volatility remains a natural part of such tokens, and investors should apply strict risk management strategies, never investing more than they can afford to lose. Looking at community growth, KGEN has seen a surge in engagement. Its Telegram group surpassed 80,000 members, while Twitter followers exceeded 150,000, with strong engagement ratios on every major post. This organic community expansion often correlates with bullish price action, as it indicates increasing awareness and participation. Furthermore, several small crypto YouTubers and influencers have begun featuring KGEN in their top AI altcoins for 2025 videos, further driving hype. The project's marketing approach seems focused on slow, steady, and strategic awareness rather than aggressive, short-lived campaigns, a sign of maturity in a market filled with temporary hype projects. In terms of tokenomics, KGEN has a total supply of 1 billion tokens, with around 480 million currently circulating. The distribution includes allocations for ecosystem development, staking rewards, liquidity provision, and community incentives. The relatively balanced distribution helps prevent centralized control while ensuring that early investors are rewarded for their participation. Moreover, KGEN employs a deflationary burn mechanism, where a small percentage of each transaction is burned, gradually reducing the circulating supply over time. This mechanism aims to create scarcity, potentially supporting price appreciation if demand remains strong. From a macroeconomic viewpoint, the broader crypto market in 2025 faces mixed global signals. While governments are tightening regulations and implementing stricter KYC/AML compliance, innovation in AI and blockchain convergence continues to expand rapidly. KGEN's focus on decentralized AI governance could position it advantageously within regulatory frameworks, as it emphasizes transparency, data privacy, and user control. Projects that align with future compliance trends tend to attract partnerships with institutions and developers who prefer legitimacy and sustainability over short-term hype. If KGEN successfully aligns itself with these narratives, it may establish a long-lasting position in the market rather than fading after one hype cycle. The future projection for KGEN Coin largely depends on three variables: technological progress, market cycle timing, and community recension. If the development team executes its roadmap, especially the AI lab and DeFi integration, and if the broader market shifts into a new bullish phase, KGEN could easily see exponential growth. Price projections circulating among analysts suggest that KGEN could potentially reach 0.8 within the next major Altcoin rally, representing a 3x to 5x upside from current levels. On the downside, if the market enters another bearish phase or the project fails to deliver updates, KGEN might drop below $0.10, testing the patience of its community. Thus, both optimism and caution are warranted in equal measure. In conclusion, the KGEN coin market represents a microcosm of what defines today's crypto environment: innovation blended with speculation, community enthusiasm tempered by volatility, and a vision driven by technological ambition. The coin has strong fundamentals, a growing community, transparent developers, and alignment with one of the most powerful narratives of the decade: artificial intelligence integration. Yet, it remains exposed to the same risks that haunt all emerging crypto assets: unpredictable price swings, market manipulation, and competition. For investors and traders, KGEN offers both opportunity and risk in equal measure. It's not just another meme or flash in the pan project, it has the potential to evolve into a solid ecosystem if its roadmap is realized. Whether KGEN turns out to be a massive pump, a steady gainer, or a short-term hype cycle will depend on how well the team can maintain trust, deliver innovation, and navigate the ever-changing tides of the crypto market. For now, the eyes of analysts and traders remain fixed on KGEN, watching closely to see whether this coin will soar to new heights or fall victim to the unforgiving volatility of the market. One thing is certain: KGEN has entered the crypto stage with strong momentum, and the next few months will determine if it's here to stay or just another name in the long list of fleeting digital assets.